gentlemen, good day. This is David Gillespie here in South Carolina, and I just wanted to share with you my latest gravestone that I carved by hand with chisel and mallet only. For those of you who don't know me, I've been carving gravestones in slate with chisel and mallet for about the last 24 years now. So I'll put a link in the description below for other stones and for my website so you can see other types of stones that I've carved. So today we have a purple piece of slate, and this particular stone here is one that's not a typical type of stone that I do. It's more folk art, as you can see, but it's certainly interesting, and I think it's very thought-provoking. So this stone is a sort of a copy of a stone from East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, where this stone will end up going. It'll go into a cemetery in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts. And the stone is in the style of the Burke's family of carvers, and I think it's Elijah or Jonathan Burke, if I'm not mistaken, from about the 1770s. So obviously the first thing your eyes are drawn to is this folk art image or design of this soul effigy, and the person here depicted is the pupils of the eyes are looking up, as you can see, and so it's like a mournful look or a plaintive type of look, but this evokes a lot of emotion, and so even though it's a simple carving, it does evoke emotion, which is what a lot of the early New England stone cutters were trying to promote, was these types of emotions. Also, you see the crown up here, and I'm fully convinced that that is depicting the crown of life that we get as Christians when we are escorted into heaven. And I kind of changed this overall design here a little bit to fit what we had going on for this type of stone here. So I gave it the 3 arches as we typically see in the early gravestones of American history. The tri-arch is what I call it. So I'd like to thank the Haze family for giving me the opportunity to carve a stone for the mother and father here. So it'll be 2 people depicted on one stone. The husband has departed already, and thankfully the wife is still with us. Elizabeth Haze, she is still alive, and I think she's about 93 years old. Okay, so as you can see here, I have the last name Haze really large, which is what they wanted. Back in the day, you didn't see so much of that. This is a little bit a more modern approach to an old school stone. So we have Bruce Richard Haze and Elizabeth Fairbrother Jones Haze. And at the S in the Haze, you can see I do the little top here that comes out. I like that. That's part of my style now, and I got that from William Codner from Boston from the 1740s, and I've adopted it as my own because I think I like it, and it seems to look good for the C's as well. So you'll see me intersperse that along the face of the stone where it's applicable. With Mr. Haze here, we have May 8th, 1923 to March 23rd, 2017. And in the 18th century style, I like to put the abbreviation for TH here on the line a little bit raised up with a period down below it in the dead center. And because we have 18th century letters, the 18th century letter, the 9 would go into the descender position or below the line, as well as the 3. And in other places, I don't know if I have any ascenders on this one, I may not, but that gives it the 18th century feel. A modern approach would be to have all the letters the same height and between the guidelines, and I really don't particularly like doing that, and so I'm thankful that most of my clients allow me to be able to carve the letters, the numbers, with that fashion going below and above the guideline. So then for his wife, I go into a little bit of a copperplate style from the 1730s, as I see in the old documents here. And I hand draw that also just at a slant with a little bit of a different flair to it. And then I sign my name at the bottom, James David Gillespie, South Carolina. I'm doing that because I'm not in the state of Massachusetts, and if a prospective client might see that, they might be interested to contact me to get some of my services, which is what the 18th century stone cutters did as well, sometimes when they were carving a stone that would be installed out of state. Thank the Lord for giving me the time and the privilege to be able to carve a stone like this and other stones. And if you are interested in me carving a stone for you or for your family, please reach out and contact me at my website. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. I like to do the old style, early New England style gravestones, but I can also do more modern approaches as well. Please consider liking and subscribing and sharing this with your friends. And if you like 18th century gravestones or the carving of these type of stones, I would ask you to subscribe. And if you have any questions or any comments, please leave those below. I'd be happy to respond back to you. Thanks for watching. It means a lot to us. Thank you, guys.